This is the Balsa Basics BF-109. It's a 4-channel sporty beginner/intermediate model of the classic Second World War Messerschmitt fighter. It has been designed as a step up from the more docile Balsa Basics Spitfire, with a slightly faster top speed and a more aggressive flight envelope, allowing it to fly very much like the real thing. However, the model retains the signature light wing loading of all Balsa Basics models, making takeoffs and landings a breeze. With the more powerful Speed C motor, this plane can really tear around a field.
So quick actually, isn't it?
That was speedy, yeah.
So this plane climbs extremely well, again because it's got, relatively quite a lot of power on the C motor, on the speed motor. So yeah, I'm just going to climb up to altitude here and then put it into a bit of a spin just to demonstrate some of its stalling characteristics. So this plane does stall a little bit more realistically than the Spitfire in that it will drop a wingtip if you're being a little careless. So yeah, it's not a beginner plane, but for a warbird it's definitely more of a friendly one than a lot of other ones out there. Alright, now I'm going to do a bit of a spin, so I'm just going to pull up, decrease the throttle, throw it around. And release the stick, gain a bit of airspeed, throttle, and away.
I like this more than the Spitfire.
It's very locked in, isn't it? Although the Spitfire is good, people, just in case you... This one I'd say is slightly more advanced, only slightly more, just because it's a bit more aggressive. And a little faster because it's smaller and, yeah...
Smaller wing area.
Smaller wing area.
Yeah, it feels nice and comfortable flying down low, nice and stable. It doesn't, it's not too jumpy in the air. I find that it's very consistent. I like I prefer the kind of very angular design. When it comes to ease of flight and how comfortable they feel, they're all very similar, even though they fly differently, given the high wing and the low wing. Plenty of power as well if you need it just to punch out. The canopy's nice. It shines up in the sun, so it gives you a bit of orientation assist.
Landing the plane is fairly straightforward, even when loaded up with heavy cameras and when flying at a very rough flying field.
That was a bit of a hard landing.
Thankfully, this plane has been built to be super tough, meaning it can take a bit of abuse.
Nice one.
Iron-on film is definitely the way to go for a resilient and waterproof airframe that can be flown all day long. Of course, you can grease the landing with a little practice.
Oh, beautiful.
That's a bit better.